So hope everyone is able to see my screen, right? You can use the chat window, yes or no. I'll be happy. You are able to hear my voice. Is it audible? Please type yes or no so that I can proceed. Hi guys, are you able to hear my voice properly? Yes, okay. Harish, okay. Vignesh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. So hope you are able to see my screen. This is the first requirement. Very good. Yeah. So, so thank you so much. Yeah. So I'll get your profiles soon after this training. So let me start this training first. Uh, so so today we will learn the basic concept. Basically, what we learned today. So my class will be like this, guys. Every day we will discuss about what we are learning today, and next class we will discuss what we have learned yesterday. Okay, then we'll get you the new concepts. Okay, so this is a way, where we'll be very clear on the concepts, what we need to study today and what we need to study tomorrow. Okay, so and after every module completion, I'll be giving assignments for you with the real-time data sets where you need to work it on it. Okay, then you need to discuss. We'll discuss more on these assignments and all. That is a way of learning the things in the data analytics. Okay, see, as I told you, I will interact with you guys after this class. Okay, so I will interact with each and every student here. So what is his profile? I want to understand his profile. Okay, so that I can help them better. Yeah. So before getting into the things, let us understand. See, today we'll discuss basic concepts. What is data analytics? So basically, we will go through the overview of data analytics. Then what is the importance of data analytics? Okay, and what are the different types of data analytics and benefits of data analytics? So we will discuss in general. Okay, see why we need to discuss in general, because we assume that audience are from different backgrounds. Some students are fresh graduates, some students are from MBA graduates, some students from non-IT domain, some students are from IT domain. So keeping everyone in in the mind, we have designed the curriculum in such a way that we'll start from what is data. So if, basically, my class will be, I don't know about the other trainers. I'm a guy. Basically, I'll start from scratch. Okay. So what is data? Okay. From that, I'll take you to the expert level. Okay. And my classes will be very slow, and it is very easily understandable and easy digestible also. I will be sharing each and every material for you. Okay. So I will collect email IDs. I will share the materials to the Samir. I think Samir is in connection with you. So basically, he'll be collecting the materials. Okay, it can be a recorded session, or it can be these PPTs, or any other files or data sets, or assignments where they will upload in the e-learning portal. Okay, where you can access. So this is where my training methodology will be there. I'll be using PPTs. I'll be using sometimes whiteboard and blackboard sometimes. Okay, so basically you'll enjoy the class. Yeah. So what is data analytics? Okay, so basically, first of all, you should understand what is data analytics. See, I can define data analytics as a science of analyzing raw data sets. Okay, it is nothing but science. It is nothing, data analytics is not a new concept, guys. Okay, it is a very old concept. Okay, so 10 years back itself, people, big scientists, they have analyzed the data. They worked on different complex data science algorithms, machine learning algorithms. Okay, so they also started implementing. Okay, but in the recent days, there is a lot of demand for data analytics and data science. You know, because of the requirements, because of the day-to-day improvement of business activities or business challenges what they are facing. Okay, so if you look into the 10 years back, there is no that much productivity in the businesses. There is no that much necessity. Okay, see, nowadays you can see, we can, in the olden days, if you want to travel, from your own place to, for example, Delhi, you know there is no proper transportation basically. Am I right? Okay. So people used to use bullock carts, or they used to walk. They used to take days of time to walk. Okay. So at that time also they know what is data analytics. Okay. At that time also they know what is data science. But nowadays, if you see, you can travel to Delhi within few hours. Yes or no, with the help of flight. Okay. Now you are getting more technology than that. You can travel to Delhi within even minutes also. Okay. So why it is happening? It all because of necessity of the human beings. Okay, we created all this, okay, nonsense. But however, I can't say it a nonsense. It is an advantage for us, where human beings are growing intelligently every day. So their necessity is being converted as a data. Okay, so where the analysis of data has become very, very, very important. Okay, and it has, it without that, we can't take proper decisions, or we can't build a systems, okay, that work on its own. So nowadays, recently, if you see, Google, Sundar Pichai was talking about, he wants to fire 3,000 people of employees and replaced by AI systems. Okay, so but thing is that we should ask one question, whether it is creating employment or it is creating losing your jobs. I can say the people or employees are present who are working in industry, who are upskilling their technology, like you guys. So you are coming to the training, you have joined the course, you are upskilling, right? So when you tell to your employers that I'm upskilling you to data science and data analytics, you are on the safe side. Okay, because see, even though the AI is replacing the human beings, it is the human being will be operating that AI. Yes or no? So you will be the human being if you understand the technology. You will be the human being who can operate the AI. You will be in the demand. So that is the reason why data science or data analytics is in lot of requirements, lot of necessity is coming. Okay, so the people who couldn't upskill themselves, who are doing the raw work every day, okay, they will be in the firing list. Okay, that for sure. So that is a reason, many employees nowadays, organizations, they are insisting the employees to upskill their skills to the data science or data analytics. Okay, fine. See, data analytics is nothing but data science. Don't worry about data science. It is a wide concept. Don't worry about that. So we will discuss about data analytics as of now. So basically, so as we told, as you are seeing here, I can define data analytics as a science in order to analyze raw data sets. See, first of all, you should understand what is a data set. See, without understanding, without having a proper knowledge of data set, it is mere waste to understand data analytics or data science. So now, first of all, you should understand what is data. Basically, some people doesn't know what is data. Basically, for example, I will take Ola app. Okay, Ola app. What you do basically, for example, I will take Harish. Here, some participants are there. Rajini is there. Prashant is there. Harish is there. Okay. So Rajini or Venkatesh is there. So Vignesh wants to travel to Venkatesh house. Okay. So obviously he will, obviously nowadays, concept is they book Ola, right? Ola or Uber. So what they do, they give the destination, they give the source, and they select the driver, they select some what you call pricing, what is the payment gateway to be paid, who is the driver, what is his number, all this information is generated in that app. Yes or no? So basically this is called as data, guys. Okay, this is called as data. Okay, data, it is, Ola app will also capture your current location. Yes or no? Okay, it will capture a number of things. Okay, all this is the data, what we call in a very simple language. Okay, in a very simple language. Okay, basically we call it as a raw data. So raw data means it is an initial data. It is not used to to do any analysis or nothing. Okay, so that is called as raw data. We'll dig in detail. What is raw data and all. Okay, in next coming slides. First of all, understand what is data. Hope you understood what is data. This what is one example is Ola. Okay, another example is Uber, or another example is Flipkart. Okay, so you start purchasing a number of things. See, when you start purchasing, obviously it will ask your address, name, details, SR. Okay, so who is a delivery agent. Okay, all this is the data basically. And I will take another example of, for example, you are running one ad in the social media, right? For example, you are running one YouTube ad. Okay, so how many people are seeing that YouTube ad every day? How many clicks they are doing? Okay, so how many impressions you are getting that in that you had? Okay, so how many leads you have generated? So all this is data. Okay, so wherever you see there is a data. What kind of data it is? It is a raw data. Raw data is a first data that has been collected from n number of sources. It can be one source or multiple sources also. Okay, so it can be from one application like Ola, Uber, or Flipkart or Amazon, or it can be from the database. Okay, or it can be from the Excel file, or it can be from any other survey. For example, you take COVID data. Okay, COVID, COVID, there are some sales managers who will go to home. They'll go, if you see when COVID is rising in India, government people, they used to come to your home. Okay, how many people got COVID? They used to write and go, right? Okay, how many have affected by the COVID? That is also one kind of analyzing the data. Basically it's collecting the raw data. So these are all called as raw data. Raw data is nothing but a very simple data. It is a initial data what we collected from different sources. Okay, fine. So then what is data set? You should understand what is data set, guys. Okay, because as a data analyst, or as a data scientist, okay, 300% your life you will be working on data sets. If you don't have proper understanding on these data sets, you can't become a good data analyst. You can't analyze the data properly. Okay, so the 99% success rate of data analyst depends on how they analyze the data sets. So here it is a very important for us now. Okay, so what is, you should understand what is meant by data set. Okay, fine. Maybe it looks very simple, but these are very fundamental concepts, guys, what we are explaining for you. Okay, so data set is, I can put in a very simple words. Okay, it is a collection of useful data. For example, I'll take, you see this, this is the data set, okay, where we collected, it's a sales data. We call it the data set, sales data set, where what, if you see, as soon as you see this data set, what you are able to understand, okay, you are able to understand something like here, there is a country, salesperson, order date, order ID, units, order amount. Okay, that is, this all this data is something related to each other, sir. Okay, so it's the collection of related data put in the form of tabular column or tabular, fashion or tabular fashion. It's called as a, data set. You have a very powerful tool called Tableau. So the word itself is came from table, Tableau, table. Okay, why? Because they work more on data sets, for generating reports. It's a visualization tool. Okay, so we'll discuss in future. So data set, in a simple words, is a collection of meaningful and useful data together put in the tabular fashion. Okay, so it is represented in the form of rows and columns also, as discussed here. Okay, so now but tell me one thing, what type of data you have in this data set? It's a raw data. It is not a meaningful data, guys. I can't take a proper decisions with the help of this data. Okay, see, can I take a proper decision like immediately? See, don't think that, here you can take a proper decision because we are having only 18 rows of data here, but in real time you have crores of data, you have terabytes of data called big data. This is small data. Whatever you are seeing is just small data. But in the real time industry, when you go to the industry, if you get a job as a say, when I'm working in a Flipkart, they have given a data set where it is having around 18 terabytes of data. Okay, fine. So it itself difficult for me to understand, the data itself first. I took around 1 month of time to understand what is data. Then most of my life in Flipkart, I spent on Excel. Okay, then I came to know that I don't know anything in Excel, right? So Excel itself is enough, guys. Believe me, Excel itself is a powerful tool where you can learn n number of things as a data science. Okay, so nowadays people talk n number of things on NLP, deep learning. These are all next levels. But when you go to the interview, okay, they ask hundreds of questions on Excels. They ask hundreds of questions on data sets. Okay, so if this funda is not very clear for you, okay, you can't crack the interview. So that is the reason why what we'll do, we'll focus on the fundamentals here. We'll start from the fundamentals. What is data? What is data sets? Where you can find the data sets? Okay, so then what is data warehousing? What is data mining? Data cleaning? So we'll go step by step, step by step. We are not in hurry, guys. Okay, Don't worry about that. Okay, we'll take you step by step to the great heights. Fine. So this is a very simple data set, guys. We call it a small data set. Like that, we have a big data sets also. So assume that you are able to see some lakhs of data sets before you like this. Okay, where you can't take a decision with the help of these data sets. Okay, because it's a raw data. Okay, so just I can I want to analyze who is the best sales manager of this of January 2021. Okay, can I analyze here? It will take time. Yes or no? It will take time. Suppose if you have lakhs of data, it is very difficult to understand. Yes or no? So that is the reason why this data is called as a raw data. Raw data is nothing but a data which cannot be analyzed properly, which is having some error, which is the initial data, which is the unstructured data. These are all different types of raw data set. Sometimes we call raw data set as an atomic data or a first data. Okay, fine. So basically, when you go to the interview, they will ask, so can you define what is data set? Okay, they know that you are from non-IT background, whether you have proper basics or not. Okay, and they will ask you what kind of data sets you have handled. Okay, so real-time data sets, very very important, guys. Okay, fine. So hope everyone so you understood what is data set, right? Yeah. So and what is raw data? Okay. So I'm going to the previous slide again. So what is data analytics? It is a science of analyzing raw data sets. See why I need to analyze raw data sets? I'm a mad. Okay. See as a business owner, if I'm not able to analyze my raw data sets, I can't take my decision. For example, you take this raw data set. If you're not able to analyze my sales activities, if I'm not able to understand which sales manager is doing perfectly, who is generating high revenue, okay, I can't encourage the sales manager. Yes or no? Okay, so which country is leading, it is giving better sales. Okay, I can't able to invest more in that country. Yes or no? For example, if I'm getting more sales in US, I can invest more in US. If I'm getting more sales in UK, I can invest more in UK. So basically I should be able to understand, okay, very thoroughly, okay, how to analyze this raw data. Simply having the raw data, it's not enough. I should be having able to skills. I should be able to having the skills of analyzing the raw data. Okay, so that's where data analysts play a very important role. Okay, fine. So that is the activity of the data analyst. That is the day-to-day job of the data analyst, to analyze the raw data sets. Okay. Now you understand what is data sets, what is raw data. Okay, fine. So basically, why you need to analyze the raw data set? In order to derive a conclusion regarding the information they hold. See, what is the conclusion here? What is the conclusion here? I'm getting, okay. So who is the best sales manager in my company? Where, in which country I'm getting the best sales? Okay, this is the analysis outcome what I got. Okay, fine. Yeah. So this is what data analytics, guys. This is what a very simple words. Don't make it complex now. Okay. This is what data analytics, and this is what data set. Okay. So data analyst, okay, will perform data analytics activities in the industry. Okay, with the help of different tools. He will work on raw data. Okay, mostly he will work on raw data in order to analyze the data. Okay, so this is what is data analytics. Fine. Yeah. So now I think hope everyone is clear, guys. Everyone is clear. So you can use chat window. You can use chat window, guys. Hope you have any questions. If you are clear, type yes. Yeah. If you are clear what is data analytics, type yes. If you are clear what is data sets, type yes. 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 Good. Good. Yes. Great. Great. Great, Venkatesh. Great. So now we'll go to the next slide. Guys. So what does data analysts do? Okay, see, in my next classes, I will also make you to understand what will business analysts will do, what data scientist will do, what machine learning engineer will do, what NLP engineer. I will tell you everything, guys. Don't worry about this. But please remind one thing, guys. As soon as you enter into industry, okay, you know how Nandi will be before Shiva. Okay, okay, fine. Like that, data analyst will be like Nandi for you. Okay, so that is the first job they will give for you, even though you are a big expertise. Okay, they will give the first job as a data analyst for you to work on it. Okay, minimum 1 year into work as a data analyst. Okay, then only you will get an entrance. You learn the things. Okay, how to implement machine learning algorithms in data analytics, how to implement NLP in data analytics. Okay, see, most of my life I spent as a data analyst. Okay, and I came to know that this is the core part of the data science. Okay, people will learn everything, but when we ask, when I used to do interviews for n number of people. People will come from n number of organizations like Upgrad, Scalar. People will come from n number of institutions. So, but something is missing. There is no correlation between what they learned and the projects what they did. When I ask simple question, a very simple question, if I ask in Excel also, if they are not able to crack the interview. Okay, so we won't ask n number of questions, just we'll ask 2 or 3 questions, basic questions, then we'll come to know whether he is fit or not. Okay, so that's where this is very important, guys. We need to focus on basics. Basics itself will take 1 month here. Okay, so we'll train you 1 month, don't worry. We'll start from, don't be rush. Okay, yeah. So what does this data analyst do, guys? Okay, again I'm putting in very simple words. Again I'm telling, we are having audience, mixed level of audience, guys. Here we have LKG students also here, we have 10th class students, we have engineering students, we have experts also here, but I want to make everyone to understand very easily. Okay, yeah. So what does data analyst do here? The first part of data analyst is to collect the raw data or unstructured data. The another word of raw data is unstructured data. Very simple. It doesn't have any structure. Okay, yeah. So I'll explain you what is data, raw data still in next slides. Okay. So he collects raw data or unstructured data from multiple sources. Okay, or one or more sources. That is the first work. Then he stores the data. Data is something called as data warehouse. Again, a very important thing. What is a data warehouse? 110% they will ask this question in interviews. What is data warehouse in data analyst? Sir, I'm a data analyst. Why should I bother about data warehouse? See, I worked on Informatica. I worked on Cognos. I worked on n number of tools of data mining. I worked on data n number of tools on data analysis, data science. Okay, I worked on 100 tools. Okay, but when I go to the interview, they started asking me the basics. Okay, fine. So that is a very, very important guy who is having 20 years of experience. They will interview you guys. Okay, so they won't expect many things from you. Please believe me, they won't expect many things from you. They know that you kept some project. You made some experience. You came here. Okay, so they understood. They are very highly powerful guys. Okay, so but what they are looking for you, whether you know the basics or not, whether you are able to correlate your projects with the basics or not. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, don't worry, guys, we'll train you. So he stores the data in data warehouse. Okay, fine. So what is data warehouse? We will explain you in next slides. Okay, then he uses different tools to analyze and give predictions. See, what is prediction? For example, I'll tell you, recently yesterday there was an earthquake in Japan. It was a very disastrous news in Japan. Okay, there was a huge earthquake on the Richter scale of 7. Okay, it's a massive earthquake. I have one question. Japan is a highly advanced technology. Why they couldn't predict that? The earthquakes. Okay, but yes, they predicted this earthquake. It's a very common in Japan. To get earthquakes. Okay, they know that earthquake is coming, but they got habituated for this. Okay, leave it. Okay, but with the help of this prediction, I'm explaining what is this prediction. What is in the prediction? See, earthquakes are going to come in this year. Okay, so what is the magnitude of the earthquake? All this, how we are able to do with the help of data analysis. Data analyst will play a very important role in prediction, guys. Okay, so next year my sales of the company is going to hike or go down. How? With the help of data analytics. So all these decisions, will be made by the business makers or entrepreneurs, with the help of data analysts. So you can understand how much important role a data analyst will play in day-to-day life. Okay, yeah. So this is a very basic flow chart. What data analysts will do in day-to-day life. Okay, yeah. So now, as we understood, first you should as we discussed, what is raw data. Again, we are presenting one slide. See, raw data is a collection of facts, figures, and other information that is related or available for analysis. It's a simple collection of facts. As I told you, you take social media, number of clicks, number of what you call views, all these are facts. Okay, fine. So This data is called as raw because it has not been, we didn't did any work on it. Okay, see, whatever the data we are getting from the application, our air ticketing system, our Ola app, just we are putting in some, storing in some database, that's it. Okay, we are not implementing any algorithms on it. We are not cleaning the data. We are not analyzing the data. Simply, it is a dead data. That's it. So that is nothing. No work has been done on this data. That is the reason why it's called as raw data. So basically, this data analyst will handle three types of data. Okay, three types of data. What types of data? One is raw data. Okay. The second is processed data. The third is analyzed data. Okay, so these three types of data will be handled by the data analyst. Okay, so the first type of data, as soon as he goes to a company, or what type of data he will analyze is a raw data. Okay, then he will use some tools. Okay, we will discuss about the tools. Okay, so he will use some tools to clean the data and to prepare processed data. Okay, so he will clean the data and he will prepare the processed data. Okay, now with the help of the processed data, again he will use some tools to analyze the data and do some predictions. That's it, very simple. Okay, so three types of data every day the data analyst will use. What is it? Raw data, processed data, and analyzed data. Okay, so the first data which he will handle is the raw data. Okay, with the help of some tools, he will clean that raw data or put this unstructured data. Another name of raw data is unstructured data. He will organize this unstructured data to the structured data. Okay, fine. This is called cleaning process. There are n number of tools, guys. There are n number of tools used to clean the data. Okay, we'll discuss. I will give you hands-on experience on how to clean the data. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah. So that's the first question they go for the interview. Whenever go for the interview, what kind of tool you have used to clean the data, guys? Okay, you must be able to, open the tool. We'll create a GitHub account for you. Don't worry. Okay, and you should be able to show. So this is the thing. What I clean the data. This is the data, real-time data I got. Okay, so if you talk like that, no one will reject you in the interview. Okay, yeah. So don't expect like interview will be very tough and all. It's very easy. Okay, so yeah, so once the data is cleaned, we call something called as processed data because it's been processed. So once the data has been processed, okay, we need to analyze the data. So how the analysis will take part with the help of again tools. Okay, so data analyst will use different types of tools to analyze it. For example, he will use Tableau, he will use Power BI, to analyze the data. Okay, so in the whole data analyst life cycle, okay, three types of data will be used by the data analyst. One is raw data, then processed data, and analyzed data. Okay, yeah. Hope you are very clear. Okay, fine. So we'll go to the next slide. So again, so this is we discussed all these things in the previous slides only. Okay, so raw data is something. It is also called as atomic data or primary data. Okay, so it is a primary data. It has been generated from different sources like OLAP or air ticketing system or database. Okay, fine. So basically, it is a data which cannot be altered and it is having some errors. Yeah. So this is about raw data. So now, very important, you must able to understand here is examples of raw data, guys. See how the raw data looks like. A very, very important, guys. At this stage where you need to understand how the raw data looks like. Okay, see why I'm stressing more on this raw data. You would have think, sir, why you are explaining all these small things? I'm telling you, this is not a small thing, guys. In our company, they will screw you for 1 hour on raw data. They will ask 100 questions on raw data. Okay, see, interview depends on companies and companies. Okay, so if a right guy is sitting, and depends on the interviewer also. Suppose if I sit for you in an interview, okay, I'll ask more questions on raw data because there itself will come to know whether you are a proper data analyst or not. So the entire life of data analyst will go in understanding the data. If you understand the data properly, your 90% of task is finished. You will be the best data scientist or data analyst. I'll tell you. Okay, yeah. So now, so how the raw data looks like. Okay, So how the raw data looks like. Okay, so basically I'll show you some you know uh, data sets, raw data sets. Okay, so where you can get from Kaggle or Tableau. Okay, just I'm clicking here in these articles. Okay, so there are free available public data sets for analysis. For example, you have COVID-19 data visualization. See how this, if you see this, I think everyone has know this data visualization of this COVID-19. Okay, so if you see how they are able to see this, generate all this, visual. We call these are visualizations. Visualizations means reports basically. So they have created with the help of Tableau. Okay, fine. So how they are able to create this visualization with the help of raw data sets only, with the help of raw data sets. Okay. So as a data analyst, I'll be responsible to create like this data visualization. How many new positive cases are there? Now they are telling, COVID is increasing. Okay. This is the best time to see how much, it is in China, India and all. Okay. So COVID is increasing. Again, you may get a lockdown. We don't know. Yeah. So whatever you are seeing here, graphics and these maps and see here, these are all visualizations, guys. This is not raw data, basically. This is the final stage of your data. Okay, fine. So this is the final work of the data analyst. Okay. Now, basically, if you go down, we have some free data sets. For example, they have given, health data sets. Click on here. I'll share you all these things. Don't worry. Just I'm explaining you. So, for example, just Google. These are different kinds of data sets. Okay, so I go for still you know social impacts, free climate and environment data sets. See here, free data sets are available. So say air quality and pollution. Okay, now what is the air? Do you know air quality in the AQI? AQI is nothing but air quality index. What is the AQI in Delhi? Anyone knows about it? Okay, what is the AQI? It's the very worst. It is 300 above. How you are able to get it with the help of analysis, right? What is the AQI of in Bangalore? It is very good, 90. Okay, if you stand in Silk Board in Bangalore, okay, it is very high. So how you are able to get, okay, though this is the data sets. These are all data sets. Okay, so basically these are the free available sources. If you want to work on data sets, you can go to Kaggle. Kaggle is one of the open source data sets, or you can add your new data sets. Okay, fine. So okay, so just I'm going to one online transaction data. Okay, retail transaction data. Just click on this here. So retail means you can take Flipkart or any other DMart, or UK, or what you call Walmart. So data set. See here, you can download this data set in the CSV file, or if you have a data set by your own, you can upload also. Okay, so if you download here, the data set will be automatically, it is asking for all these things. You can click here to register with your Google, and you can download this data set, will be downloaded for you. Okay, so how this data set looks like, it looks like Excel file itself. Okay, in the form of tables and columns. It is a collection of data, as I told. Okay, what is the definition of data set? It's a collection of data. You see here, you have an index column, you have invoice number, you have stack code, you have description, you have quantity. So all this is nothing but data set. It's a collection of data, useful and meaningful data. It's called as a data set. See here, huge number of columns are there. Okay, country, customer ID, unit price. Okay, so you can download this. And what kind of data set? It is a raw data set, guys. Please underline, this is a raw data set. Okay, I can't take any decisions with the help of this raw data set. Okay, it is still I need to do some work on it. I need to clean this data. I need to analyze this data. Until or unless I clean or analyze with the help of different tools, I can't take any decisions on this data. That is the reason why it's called as raw data sets. Which are the best resources for the raw data sets? Kaggle is, if you want to download some raw data sets, you can go to Kaggle. Okay, or you can go to data.world. Okay, BuzzFeed, data.gov, then Rabbit. Okay, so different data sets you can download. Okay, so even you can get into all. We will share you this PPT. Don't worry. Okay, so you want US climate data set. You can go here. COVID-19 data set. You can go. Okay, there are some freely available data sets where you can work on your projects. Okay, see, there are two kinds of projects, guys, here. One is called as real-time projects. See, real-time, what is this real-time project? For example, I'm one of the CEO of one company, a startup. Out of my own experience, we started one analytical startup. We used to get projects from Singapore, US, and all. Okay, so basically, we'll be facing some clients, from foreign countries or from Indians, So basically, they generate that data. See, for example, I don't want to expose some confidential things here because it is recorded. Okay, so basically, for example, we have one FMCG industry in Singapore, okay, or FMCG industry in US. Okay, so basically, they share their data. We sign one agreement, where we won't share the data to them or to anyone. Okay, it's a mutual legal agreement. So they share the data. It's called raw data. So how they used to store the data, it's up to them. Okay, so they would have stored in customer relationship management, database or Excel file. Some people will store in Excel file. Some people, they have their own databases. Okay, so all the data, they will give to us. How much data? 100% of data they will be no. There will be a sample data, basically. For example, some 20 GB of data they will give for us. That is called as raw data. Okay, to analyze the things. So if you don't have proper raw data, if you don't have proper understanding of raw data, you cannot understand what kind of tools I should use, what kind of analysis I should do. Okay, obviously you cannot come with the proper end results. Obviously your prediction will go wrong. Obviously, your company will go loss. Now, obviously you are not a proper data analyst. You'll be fine. Okay, so this is the risk in data analytics. So that is the reason why, as a good data analyst, if you want to become a good data analyst or even a data scientist, you should be able to understand properly what is raw data. Okay, you should be able to understand raw data. So I'm giving one assignment for you guys after this class. You can go to this, Kaggle and all these things. Download as many data sets as you can. Okay, try to understand whatever you understand. Try to understand. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. The more you learn by yourself, okay, the best you are. Okay, so I'm a trainer for you. I'm like a, what do you call, uh, uh, I'm like a driver in a car for you. Okay, I can help you out. Okay, fine. So, but once you reach your destiny, you should drive by yourself. See, my vision is you must able to drive the plane by yourself. Okay, then I'll be very happy. Okay, yeah. So one assignment I'm giving now. Okay, so don't worry, I'll share this PPT for you. Download as many data sets as you can. Okay, and in the next class, I want to interact with you guys. What kind of data sets you have downloaded? Okay, and how it look like. Okay, if I'm very eager regarding that. So this is how, guys. This is called data set. Basically, this is called as data set or raw data. Fine. So we have spent a very good informative time on this data sets and raw data. It is very, very useful. Okay. If you don't know what is raw data, what is data set, you can't proceed further, guys. That is very, very important. Okay. Yeah. So now we'll discuss something called as what is data collection. See, what is this data collection? It is the first activity done by the data analyst. Yes or no? Okay, so I'm going to previous slide. So this is where we discussed what are the activities of data analyst. What data analyst will do? He will collect the data. That's called data collection, guys. Okay, so he will collect the data. That is the first activity. How will collect the data? Again, he needs tools. For example, there is one tool called SQL. SQL is a structured query language. It is only one tool. Okay. 99.110% every organization, every institute in India, they will teach SQL only. But here, only in Apshala, we'll teach excellent tools to collect your data. SQL is a very small tool. It's a very easy tool. Okay. But when you go to the interview, when you talk about a very powerful tools than SQL, okay, immediately you get an offer. Okay. So that's what I'm telling. Even though, we work at minute level, okay, we will teach you the funda concepts and we'll teach you what latest technology is running in the industry. That's how you need to learn. Okay. Fine. So data collection is the first step of data analyst, to do his activity. Okay, so it's a process of collecting the data. Fine. How he collects the data, in what fashion he will collect the data. Again, it's a big concept. We will discuss in detail. Don't worry. Okay, every topic will take its own time. Fine. Okay. So basically, the data that he collects is typically a raw data. As we discussed, whatever the data is collecting is a raw data. Okay. Basically, it's not a useful data. So, and this data from where he collected from different sources. Okay, it can be from surveys, it can be from manual surveys, automatic surveys, it can be from different applications. Okay, it can be from government agencies, statistical analysis. Okay, or it can be public data. As we came to know, there are a lot of public data available. Okay, like Kaggle and all. So that data, okay, so or directly he can use some tools like SQL in the database. Okay, so he's having his own way of collecting the data. So that is a data collection. It is the first step to do his work. Okay, yeah. So basically, what is the importance of raw data? See, why data analyst should collect the raw data? Okay, so before itself, can't he clean the data? No. What is the importance of raw data? Suppose if you don't have proper, if you're not able to collect proper raw data, if the raw data is not sufficiently collected, okay, obviously what happens in the end result? End result, you won't get proper predictive analysis. Okay. Now see here, okay, if the data collection is not done properly, then we struck with less than optimal raw data. We have something concept called as optimal raw data. What is this optimal raw data? The minimum raw data to be collected for the perfect predictions. If you don't have proper data, your data scientist, he can't train the machine learning model properly. I'll tell you. Obviously, what happens, your machine learning model cannot, or robot cannot generate proper predictions. It cannot work properly. So that is the reason why the data analyst is he plays a very crucial role in the organization. I can say more than data scientist. Okay, yeah. So this is a very important, guys. Okay, raw data, the how he collected the data, that is very important, and how optimally he's collecting the raw data, it's at most important. Okay, yeah. So again, you should be able to understand, see, why data analytics is very important in nowadays industries. Okay, see, most of the data analytics, it will help companies to get an insight into how to develop business. See, I'm a business person. Okay, see, if I'm not able to understand my day-to-day data with the help of data analytics, I cannot develop my business at all. Okay, please understand, I cannot develop my business. It can be, you take any sector, you take construction industry, you take manufacturing, you take aviation, you take any industry, data is inevitable. So if you are not able to analyze your raw data, okay, I can't take proper business decisions. Okay, that is the importance of data analytics, what we have. Okay, and obviously, data analysts will use several tools to use this data to do some predictions. Okay, so companies use data analytics tools to understand customer behavior and increase productivity. See, they will invest on tools like anything, guys. Okay, fine. See, why most of the non-IT guys, they go for data analytics, because they work more on tools, no need of coding language. Okay, so that's what, companies invest on tools to make your life very easy, to analyze the data, to predict the data, to understand the data, and generate proper reports and analysis and predictions. Okay, so this is the importance of data analytics. Please forget, without data analytics, no company can survive. Please, please underline this. That is, without data analyst, no company can survive. This is the importance of data analyst, what they have. Yeah. So again, the same process, I can tell, we discussed this slide, but now in a different way, working process of data analytics. See, basically, who will perform data analytics works? Data analyst. So obviously, that the process of data analytics includes the collection of raw data, then store the data, then use different tools to analyze the data and collection. Okay. Yeah. So the same thing we have discussed, whatever the slides we have. Yeah. So now it's a time to understand what is data warehouse. Okay, so don't think that why should I study about data warehouse here, even though I'm a data analyst. So again, I'm telling you, you will not study in depth all these things. You'll be able to understand what is data warehouse, what is data science, what is machine learning algorithm, what is what do you call data mining. This is the basic knowledge is required for you, but you'll not go in depth. So where we'll go in depth as a data analyst, we'll discuss. Yeah. So now we'll explain basically what is data warehousing. Okay. See, as we discussed in the previous slide, the data analyst will store this data in the data warehouse. So obviously, you should be able to have the understanding of what is meant by data warehousing. See, forget about what is my data warehousing. First of all, understand what is database, or forget about database. Okay. Now, for example, you think you have a very small business. You are running one very small business. Okay. For example, you are running one store. Yes or no? Okay. How you will able to understand what kind of items you have in your store? Okay. You need to have one system. Yes or no? Or you need to have one book. Yes or no? Previously, in older days, what they used to do, they used to have one book. They used to write, we call it the ledger. Yes or no? Okay. So they used to take scale and pen and they used to write columns and, rows. What is the item number? Okay. So Lux soap, how many soaps we have, then, rice packets, how many we have. So all these are maintained manually, guys. Yes or no? Right? So that is the older days concepts. They used to maintain in files. Yes or no? Now, now what happens slowly it has been replaced by Excel. So all we are maintaining in the Excel. Slowly we have something called as Tally. So softwares. Slowly we have something called as database, like Oracle, RDBMS, relational database management systems. So database is a platform or a storage area where we store the data, right? Okay. So now basically, what is this data warehouse? Okay, what is the difference between database and data warehouse? Okay, so can't we use Excel to store the data? Okay, so all these questions are very important. See, first of all, you should understand the best example of data warehouse. Okay, I will tell you your ATMs. Okay, see, for example, you take State Bank of India. State Bank of India in Bangalore, we have 1,000 ATMs and 1,000 locations. Okay, everyone lakhs of transactions they are doing day to day. Okay, for example, you take this is ATM 1. Okay, this is ATM 2. This is ATM 3. Okay, now three transactions happened in these three ATMs at a time. Now this data will be extracted and it will be loaded into something called as database. Okay, so even I will give a best example of data warehouse. Warehouse, please understand the word of warehouse. You take this big basket. Big basket, as soon as you order something from big basket, from where they are getting that items? From warehouse. What is warehouse now? Tell me. What is warehouse? It is nothing but a place where to store different items together. A very simple language. A place where different items are stored together. It can be of same type or different types, or it can be of same data or different data. So it is a centralized repository. I can say it's a centralized database. Repository is nothing but database. Okay, it's a centralized place where different items are stored together is called as warehouse. This is a data warehouse. That is a big basket warehouse. This is the data warehouse. Big basket, they will store vegetables. They will store what do you call, you know, some items. They will store some food items. They will store some, plastic items. Every items, whatever you need, within 15 minutes you'll get. Nowadays you are, you are getting some Zepto. I used to order from Blinkit, even at 2 o'clock in the late nights. So they used to come within 10 minutes. How? They used to maintain some warehouses in every pin code. Okay, so whatever you need coconut water, you'll get at 2 o'clock also. So that is nothing but a warehouse where they collect all the items and they'll put and they'll store for the future purpose. Okay. Similarly, this is nothing but data warehouse. Data warehouse means what? We are storing the different types of data from which is collected from different resources at one place, which is called as data warehouse. Okay, it is called as data warehouse. The best example is your ATM, how your ATM operates. Okay, for example, you are sitting in Delhi, you have debited what you call 1,000 rupees. Okay, how a server in Bangalore will come to know that you have debited 1,000 rupees and it will update your account exactly with help of data warehouse. Okay, so there are different tools are there to extract this data from different sources. Okay, what are these tools? Basically, we call as ETL tools. Extract, transform, and load. They will extract the data from data source 1, data source 2, data source 3. Like that, they have lakhs of data sources. Extract the data, they will transform the data into the meaningful data. See, what are the data we are getting is the raw data here. They will transform the data into the meaningful data. That's called transformation. Okay, we can transform the data. For example, I'll tell you best example. For example, you take ATM, SBI ATM in Singapore or SBI ATM in US. Okay, this is SBI ATM in Thailand, for example. So Singapore, the dollars is different. SGD, right? SGD. Here it is US dollars. Here it is. What is that? What is the Thailand currency? Okay. So if you know, it's better. Okay. So what is the Thailand currency? Please research. Okay. I think it is something Tapai or something they will call. Okay. So different currencies you are you are trying to do the transactions, but in India, I want to store that in INR only. So that is, I want to transform that different currency data into the INR data. How? With the help of transformation techniques. Okay, with the help of tools. Okay, that's called transformation. I'm transforming the data, US currency data into INR data with the help of some functions, with the help of some tools. That's called transformation tools. So extract means with the help of extraction tools, I will extract the data. Then I will transform the data in the way I need. Okay. Then I will load the data. Loading means dumping the data, this data into data warehouse. Dumping the data into data warehouse. Okay. So this is called as ETL process, basically extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay. So there are many tools used by basically, we have something called as data warehousing is itself a big concept. Okay. We have many roles here. Okay. Called data like ETL architects. Basically there are many companies like Informatica, Ab Initio, these are called ETL tools basically. But as a data analyst, I'm very least bothered about ETL tools. I'm not bothered about ETL tools. Okay. So even I'm not bothered about data warehousing and I'm not bothered about all these things. Okay, fine. So, but I should be able to understand what is data warehouse. That's it. Okay. So don't worry that, don't think that it is a data warehousing class. Okay. Data warehousing itself is a big ocean. Don't worry. And you have tremendous opportunities in data warehousing also. Okay. Yeah. So once you load the data to the data warehouse, what happens again? Okay. What simply loading the data in data warehouse is enough? No, I need to generate some useful reports. Okay. I need to do some visualizations. I need to take some business intelligent decisions with the help of the data which is stored in the data warehouse. Okay. So we have different tools for this again. Okay. We have different tools. Okay. So in data analyst, they will use something called as Tableau, Power BI, and many other tools. In data warehousing, they will call it as Cognos, business intelligent reports. So you see, that's what see, all these are interrelated. Data analysis, data science, data warehousing, all these are interrelated, and it's a beautiful technology to understand, very easy technology to understand where we can work on it. Okay. So this is what data warehousing is. See, data warehouse is nothing but a central repository or a central place where data from different sources or different ATMs, for your information, for your easy understanding, I'm telling, data from different ATMs or data from different sources are collected together. Okay. Are extracted together, and it is transformed into our own way and loaded to something called as centralized repository or centralized database, which is called as a data warehouse. Once the data is loaded into the data warehouse, okay, we need to generate some reports or visualizations or graphics or intelligent reports to get some decisions or to make some decisions, to do some predictions. Don't you think that? Don't you think that data warehousing is very close to data analysis? Yes. Okay. Data analyst also will do the same things, but in a different way. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So this is a very brief discussion on data warehousing. Okay. So this is more than enough for you at this level. What is data warehousing? If anyone asks also, you can able to easily understand what is, because see, why you should be able to understand what is data warehousing, data mining, all these things, because when you go to the industry, okay, if someone is talking about data warehousing, a data warehouse architect will come and sit next to you. Okay, so very simple. In which company you're working? Oh, you're working in IBM. Okay, you're working in Capgemini. Okay, so what kind of data warehousing you are using? What kind of tools do you have an experience? Don't think that you use only Tableau, that you use only Power BI. See, many organizations will restrict to their syllabus, guys. That is a big disadvantage in India. Many organizations will restrict to their syllabus. For example, Tableau, Power BI. I'm very sorry, guys. Power BI is used along with data warehousing. Power BI is used with SAP. Power BI is used in Java, with Java. It is used with .NET. Okay, it is used with testing and number of things, guys. Okay, fine. So it is very, very important that having knowledge. See, you be as a Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar is a very good batsman. Yes or no? Okay, but he knows how to do keeping also. He knows how to do fielding also, and he know how to become a leader. That's a captain also. When he's a captain, he won. He got a World Cup also, if I'm not wrong. So you should be like Sachin Tendulkar also in our nation. You should be a data analyst. Okay, expertise in data analyst, but you should know everything. Okay, in a normal, you should behave like a hero. Yes, I know everything. Okay, but no need to be in depth. Okay, but if someone asks, if you're manager, believe me, guys, project managers doesn't. Okay, they know only people management. Okay, you have something called as technical managers inside. They are very, very, they will catch you. Okay, so that is the reason why you should be able to explore yourself beyond the limits. Okay, so this is where this knowledge is more than enough. In future we'll explain you whenever is required. Okay, fine, not to worry. Now again, you should be able to understand what is data mining. So I'll tell you. See, from after loading the data, the data warehousing. Okay, so we have something called as data mining. Okay, so just I will take my pen. Okay, so from here to here. So after this part. Okay, so it's called data mining. Hope you are seeing my screen. Hope you are able to see my screen, guys. Yeah. So from here to here, so what is happening here? You are able to collect the data. You are taking the data and not directly dumping it into data warehouse. You are doing something called as ETL, extraction, transformation, loading. Okay, then you are loading. Once you are loading the data, dumping the data, and storing the data. Here, how you store the data? You store the data in the form of tables. Don't worry, it's nothing but data set. Nothing but data set. I told you, no. What is data set? These are nothing but data sets. So this data set is nothing but raw data. This is not raw data. So half an hour class, I explained you what is raw data. Half an hour class, I explained you what is data set. And I also told you how to download data sets from different sources. That is also an assignment for you. Okay. So data set is nothing but it is in the form of table. Okay. Collection of data, information data, useful information in the form of tables. Okay. So once you get this data, how you pull the data is nothing but data mining. How you pull the data. So this is the database. Okay, so how you pull that data is nothing but data mining. Okay, so that's what this side data mining. You see this figure, there's a mission here. Okay, see raw data. See, you are getting raw data will be like this actually. This is called raw data. Raw data, it is in the form of unstructured manner. Okay, see here, there is no proper structure or shape for this. A very clear picture what I selected for you to easy understand. So you are using a machine to crush it or to press it so that it becomes a beautiful object like this. Okay, this is structured data. It is a structured data or a clean data. Clean data. So what is data mining now? A process used by companies to turn raw data into useful information. So this is not useful information. I can't drink any soup. Here, this is very useful object for me. I can drink water, I can drink soup or anything. So basically, this is a useful object for me. So I'm able to convert the raw data into structured data. That is called data mining. Now tell me, data mining, is it not a part of data analyst? Yes. Most of the in the interview questions, they will ask, do you know data mining? People, I am very funny answers I will get. Why should I learn data mining, sir? I'm not a data mining guy. I'm a data analyst. Oh, is it? Okay, I'll tell. Is it right? So the first work of data analyst is a data mining. Okay, so he should be able to know how to clean the data. Then next question I'll ask her, what tools are you are using for data cleaning? Okay, they will tell Excel. I laugh at them. Okay, So see, that's what that is not their mistake. Basically, it all depends on the guy who is training you. Okay, please understand, your trainer, okay, is very important. He should be the industry expert. Okay, then he should have vast knowledge, vast working knowledge. Okay, and he should teach you how to face interviews. Okay, but nowadays trainers, they will rush like anything. Okay, because in every institution, wherever you go, they will be paid on hourly basis. But here it's not like that, sir. We won't work for money, sir. We won't work for your money. Okay. So basically, our main intention is here, okay, to make you as a very good data analyst so that you will contribute for our projects. We have a number of projects in our organizations. Okay. We work with a number of NASCOM startups. Okay. We work with IBM. We are partners of IBM. We work very closely with IBM. Okay, so we are NASCOM startups. Okay, so we work with n number of Fortune companies for the projects. Oh, we have big network. Our network is very big. Okay, so slowly you'll understand when you go step by step. Okay, so again, I'm telling the teaching methodology will be different from different. I teach in this way, because I won't get satisfied if I'm not teaching in this way. Okay, even I came to I gone through different recordings of different trainers, who are also experts. They have their own way of teaching methodologies. Straight away they go to Python. I'm not like that. So I don't want to make you fear in the first day class only. So straight away, I don't want to get into the what you call lab sessions. Okay. So without understanding what is my data set, what is the meaning of getting into lab sessions? So that is very important. So now you understood what is data mining. Okay, data mining is the process of used by the companies to turn raw data into useful information. Okay, yeah. So as I told, data mining will start here. Okay, yeah. So a very excellent block diagram to understand the process of data. See here, you have different sources of data: source 1, source 2, source 3. So this can be database, this can be Excel, where we store data. This can be some OLAP. Okay, any application. OLAP means any application. So from these data, I'm collecting, I'm doing some ETL process here. I'm storing this data in data warehouse. Then see here, data mining is coming. So extraction of data from the data warehouse is called as data mining. What we'll do here, we will convert this raw data. What is the input for data mining tool? Raw data. What is the output? Clean data. Clean data or processed data. Processed data or structured data. So this processed data, how you convert raw data into processed data? As I told you in the first beginning of the class, the lifetime of data analyst he will handle with 3 types of data. One is raw data. Okay. So second is processed data. What is another name of raw data? Unstructured data. What is another name of processed data? Structured data. So third is analyzed data. Analyzed data. These 3 types of data, okay, most of the data analyst will work on. So this is called as analyzed data, pattern evaluation. Patterns means different types of data or matrices, okay, which has been evolved from the analyzed data. So with the help of this analyzed data, I'm able to generate some reports. Okay, let's see, reporting knowledge. Reports means it will be in the form of pie chart, or it will be in the form of graphics. Okay, so why I generate reports to take some decisions. Okay, so at every stage, you take this stage, there are some tools. 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 All tools will be discussing in detail. Okay, so not to worry. But do we discuss all the tools? Okay, no. So whichever is important, there are lakhs of tools, guys. There are lakhs of tools available, but no need of all those tools. Okay, one or two tools, it's very enough. It's very good enough. If you are able to master those tools, that is more than enough. Okay, yeah. So obviously, if you know how to drive one vehicle, obviously you'll be able to understand how to drive other vehicles also. So the same thing here also. So this is another a very detailed information. Okay, so on how the data transformation will take place. Okay, how the cleaning. See here, here we are having the raw data. It is dumping into the repositories. Now see here we have a number of data. This is one data warehouse. This is second data warehouse. This is third data warehouse. Okay. So all this is nothing but a database. So from here again, the output of database we are using data cleaning. What are the data is cleaned? Okay, data cleaned. See here, data cleaned, and we transformed, and again we are generating the reports called patterns or visualizations. Okay, so what you are getting from visualizations? Knowledge. What is knowledge? Okay, okay. For example, sales knowledge, marketing knowledge. Okay, any knowledge, COVID statistics, any knowledge. Okay, so what is the use of this knowledge? What is the use of this knowledge? Very important is whether I can perform well or not. What is my future in the next day? Okay, so that's why we have different types of data analytics. We will explain what is descriptive data analytics, what is predictive data analytics. All this we will see in the next class. Okay, right now. So these are the top data. These are the top cleaning, data cleaning tools for data analyst. Okay, fine. So yeah. So Venkata is asking multiple types of data sets. Yeah. See, you can go to that. I told you, Venkat, so as I told you, you can go to Kaggle or, n number of sources. You have multiple types of
No, sir,
data.
no, sir, no, sir. I have just answered for the data warehouse.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now we'll discuss about top data cleaning tools for data analyst. Okay. So just give me some time, guys. Just I'll have some water. Just give me 1 minute of time. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So now you understood what is meant by data, what is meant by data set. So what is meant by data analytics? What is the work of data analyst in his day-to-day life? Then you also understood what is raw data. You also understood what is data warehousing, how to extract data from different sources, what is ETL, extraction, transformation, loading. Okay. So you also understood what is data mining. Yes or no? So it's the process of extraction of data from the database. Okay. Now, so you also understood what is cleaning of data. Basically, whatever the raw data which is available that needs to be cleaned. Okay. How I told you in the introductory sessions, basically at every stage of data analysis, data analyst will depend on tools. Okay, his life is completely on tools. Okay, that is the reason why it is very easily understandable by anyone. If you know how to work on one tool, you can easily work on other tool also. Okay, coding knowledge is very less required for data analyst. That is the reason why many non-IT people will go to data analyst field. Okay, fine. Now, so see, these are the top data cleaning tools available, okay, for data analyst. Okay, so he can use any tools. See, how can you should learn all these tools? No, it all depends upon the requirement of the client. Okay, for example, you're working for Accenture, you're working for Infosys. The clients are different. Okay, so it all depends upon the client. It all depends on the type of the data. It all depends upon the project. Okay, and multiple. So who will decide all these things? Data architect. Okay, there is a guy who is having some 20 years of experience. He's an old guy, so he will decide. He's expert. He will decide I should use something called as Accio. Accio is one of the data cleaning tool. Okay, see, these are all different. TIPCO, Open Refine, Data Ladder, Ringlead. Almost I worked on a number of tools. Okay, so you can work on any of the tools. Don't worry, I will make you to understand how to. Okay, some free resources are available. Okay, even you do not purchase all these tools. Okay, so just you can understand how to upload the data, how to clean the data. We'll do some exercises. Okay, fine. So in next classes, fine. So this is one of the tool. Just I want to show you. You can go through this Accio. You can see the screenshots. Okay, so okay, see, just you can go through different tools which are available. Okay, see, this is one of the best tool where we used to work. Okay, so these are all paid versions of tools, but don't worry. You can download the free version of that and you can start working on it. Okay, so no problem. Fine. So basically, these are the different tools. If you see here, Accio is not only powerful cleaning tool, but it is also an advanced machine learning platform. So please try to understand, please underline the word called machine learning. Okay. Many students, they have misconception that I should not have any machine learning knowledge as a data analyst. Please remove that from your mind. I told you, you should be like Sachin Tendulkar. Okay. So you should be expert in data analytics. At the same time, you should be able to understand what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what is NLP. Okay. Because you'll be using all these things in data analyst. Okay. So you don't know what is machine learning, it's very funny. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm not telling you to become an expert in machine learning, but you should be able to understand machine learning platform. See, if here itself, it's a very best example. He's telling that this tool is a machine learning platform, basically. Okay, so it's a robot basically to clean the data. It automates all aspects of data preparation, data transformation, analytics, and forecasting. It is a very essential tools for data scientist. The data scientist is nothing but data analyst. Data analyst is nothing but data scientist. Data analyst is one of the small role played by the data scientist. Okay, please underline this. Yeah. So without any technical skills needed, you can prepare the data. No need of any technical skills for this. If you just it's a 5 minutes job to understand what is this tool and how to load the data, how to clean the data. That will I'll make you to get hands-on in the next coming sessions, don't worry. Yeah, so these are the different tools are data cleaning tools are available are for the data analyst. Okay, to clean the data. Okay, as soon as you get a raw data, okay, as I told you, as soon as you get the raw data from these sources, okay, as soon as you get the raw data from these sources, okay, fine. So how to clean the data? Okay, with the help of these tools. With the help of these tools, many tools are there. Okay, yeah. So you can do even research. Okay, fine. See, I request you personally, don't waste your time after this class. See, we conduct classes on what you call alternate days. So today is Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Basically, I will tell 1 hour, but I may extend to 11:30 also. 1 to 1.5 hour I'll take. So Tuesday, then Thursday, Guruvar, same timings. Then Saturday, Shanivar. Why we will give gap? Why we'll give gap of 1 day? Because see, today I did class. Okay, please tomorrow you do research. I'll share you that. I'll share you this PPT also. You do research. For example, you open refine. What is that? Wine pure. What is that? Okay, I'll tell you one of the best way to become expert is doing research by yourself. Okay, a teacher. See, when I'm in engineering, see, I did my masters in electrical engineering. Okay, but don't ask me why you became software engineering. Even Naranamurthy, Infosys Naranamurthy, he's an electrical engineering. Most of the electrical graduates are software engineering. Okay, fine. So basically, I have a passion in software and all. Okay, so basically, I used to do a lot of whenever a teacher tells for example, she will talk about strings. I used to do most of the research. Okay, what is strings? I used to go myself. Okay, I'll sit in library. It can be books or it can be online resources. Go ahead. That is very important life, guys. As a software engineer, you need to develop this habit. Okay, you need to develop this habit. At least 1 hour. 1 hour. Please sit on your system. Okay, fine. See that no one should disturb you. You need to work on it. Okay, that is the reason why we give 1 day gap. But many students, they won't even open the e-learning portal. I'll show you the report. Okay, they won't, they won't. We need to run behind them. Please open your e-learning portal, please, because I do. I'm not bothered about other students, but my students, I request to go through the e-learning portal, revise the concepts. Okay, so when you are coming to the next class, I'll ask questions for you, like students, and I'll give some assignments where you should do. Fine. Okay. Yeah. This is the way where you need to interactive learning is very important nowadays. Believe me, if you are able to learn like this, I can make you to get into industry within 4 months. 100%. Okay. 100%. Please make a note. Okay. Okay, if you follow me, you can get into the industry within 4 months with a flying colors of jobs. Yeah. So these are the different data cleaning tools we have. Okay. Then see, basically, who needs data analytics? As I told, first, a business professional, an entrepreneur. Basically, all CEOs, they need data analytics. Okay. Why he need data analytics? To make decisions. To make decisions. Okay. And to access the data in common than ever. Basically, he wants to make some decisions based on the data. Okay. For example, who are the professionals who can benefit with the help of data analytics? You take marketers. For example, you take marketing is a part of every company. Nowadays, social media, without social media marketing, no company can survive. So he wants to, that marketer, he wants to utilize this customer data. He wants to know the industry trends. He wants to know the performance data and what is the performance of the campaigns. It can be Facebook campaigns, it can be YouTube campaigns, it can be LinkedIn campaigns. And he will, based on this data analysis, he will plan the marketing strategies accordingly. Very, very important, guys. Okay. So based on this data analysis also, he will plan the marketing strategies accordingly. For example, you take product managers. Okay. For example, you have n number of products. You take Wipro. Okay. You have Wipro Bulb, you have Wipro Soft, you have n number of Wipro software, you have n number of products for Wipro. You take Reliance, you have Geo, you have the petroleum, you have internet, you have oil and gas, n number of products for Geo. Okay. So he wants to analyze the market industry and use data to improve their company's products. Please underline this. Okay. So product managers, basically, he wants to understand the market, he wants to understand the industry, and he wants to use the data, to improve his company's products. Okay, fine. So Wipro Soap is competing. Who is my competitor? Lux. Lux is my competition. So how can I develop better product than Lux? How? With the help of data analysis. Very, very important. Then financial professionals. For example, I want to give a loan to the candidate of 1 crore, whether it is a risk or not, whether he will pay it or not. Where is the risk analysis? How? For example, you take Axio. Axio is a financial, for example, you go to Decathlon or you purchase something in the Flipkart, okay, you'll get Axio, right? It is like a pay later option. Fine, you can pay later. As soon as you enter your PAN card, okay, it will ask, download the Axio app. You can try if you want. Download Axio app, AXIO. It will ask you to enter your PAN card. Okay. Once you enter your PAN card, everything it will analyze. Okay, whether you are eligible for loan or not, how much you are eligible, all data, current location, everything. Finally, it will tell you are eligible for 30,000. Okay, if you accept, immediately 30,000 will be in your account. Okay, how they are doing all these things? Suppose if you are, because see, 30,000, if you are not paying, also that is not a risk for them. Okay, why? Because suppose if they are giving 3 lakhs for you as eligibility without even having eligibility, that is a risk. So that is the reason why financial professionals, lot of research is happening in data analytics. Okay, so when they are giving unsecured loans. Okay, so this is why data analytics need. That is the importance of data analytics in nowadays industries. Okay, fine. So now human resources. Okay, so I want to understand the behavior of human resources. I want to see many fake resumes are coming day by day. Nowadays everything is automated in the human resource system, right? How to analyze, how to improve the employee productivity. See, I'm talking about very few guys here, very few professionals like marketers, product managers, financial professionals, human resources. There are endless number of professionals who are using data analytics as their cup of salt. Okay, without, they are using as a salt in their day-to-day life. Without data analytics, they cannot do anything. Okay, these are only 4 professionals I am talking about, but there are lakhs of professionals who are using data analytics. Okay, fine. So this is the importance of data analytics, and this is a necessity of the data analytics he can be an entrepreneur, or he can be a CEO, or he can be a business professional, or he can be a small merchant, or he can be a marketer, product manager, or a financial professional, or a human resource. Anyone. Okay, data analyst is a very, very important to take decisions. That's it. Okay, yeah. So now today, I think we have discussed a lot. So today we will end with this small concept. What are the key types of data analytics? Very, very important, guys. How many types of data analytics we have? First, see, we will discuss not in detail today. This itself, I need some 2 classes. Okay, I'll take at least 2 to 3 classes, okay, to explain you what are the types of data analytics. Okay, so the first type is descriptive analytics. Okay, so what is descriptive analysis? Okay, that we will explain. Don't worry, itself it will take some time to explain. Don't worry. Okay, so one class I'll take minimum two or three classes to explain all these guys. Okay, so now today we'll explain just what is the different types of data analytics. We have 4 types of data analytics. One is descriptive data analytics, then diagnostic data analytics, okay, then predictive data analytics, then perspective data analytics. See, each and every analytics will give answers to some questions. So what descriptive analytics will answer? It will answer, okay, it will answer to the question called what happened. For example, earthquake has happened in Japan. Earthquake has happened in Japan. How it has happened, why it has happened, it has happened. Okay, so it is explaining. Okay, so with the help of the data, we'll collect the data and we'll explain like this it has happened, because of this it has happened. This is called as a very simple words, descriptive analytics. We'll explain in depth. Many things are there, guys. Don't worry. So diagnostic analysis. What is this? What is this diagnostic analysis? What type of answers? What kind of answers? He will explain basically why did this happen. For example, you got a fever. Why you got a fever? Because you are roaming in the rain or you are roaming in the cold. You go to doctor. He will tell you. He will diagnose. He will take the what do you call stethoscope. He will check your heartbeat. He will check that beat, every beat. He will put thermometer in the mouth. Okay, then he will finally tell that, okay, because of some pollution or because some food poison, you got fever. Sometimes if he's not able to understand why the fever is coming like this, even though you're taking medicines, he will ask you to go and do blood test. Yes or no? What he's doing, like blood test means diagnosing. That's called diagnostic analysis. Okay, fine, we'll explain in detail, guys, don't worry. Okay, so then predictive analysis, it will answer the question called what might happen in the future. Okay, if this predictive analysis is best, okay, Japan would have been saved. That is, they are not doing proper predictive analysis. Okay, so now these are very few, very general examples I can tell. Weather forecasting. That recently, there was a prediction in the weather from January, right? This is January 5th to 15th. The temperature of Earth will go down to some 10 degrees centigrade like that. So they are warning, be careful, cold waves are coming. Okay, be careful, don't roam outside, you'll be frozen. Okay, so please take some precautions, especially in the north regions, Delhi and all. How? With the help of predictive analysis. Okay, so not only just see, it's a very simple application I'm telling. There are big applications where it can save billions of dollars for the industry, where it can save millions of times, precious time. Okay, so with the help of this predictive analytics. Okay, then perspective analytics. Okay, what should we do next? See how you can understand what we should do next with the help of perspective analysis. What to do next, how to do next. Okay, these are all very important. So this is a many companies are implementing this now. The future of data analytics is perspective analytics. Okay, so we'll explain these 4 types in detail, guys. I need 3 to 4 classes to explain this in detail. Okay, so don't worry, I'll take every example and I explain. Okay, so my class is like this, guys. Okay, hope you understood today. So just I will cover in detail, in brief, what we have studied today. So we have studied what is the overview of data analytics, what is data analytics, and what is meant by data set. Okay, so we have studied these two. Then we understood what is data set. Yes or no? Okay, we understood what is data set. So 1 minute, guys. Hello, you are able to hear me, right? Hi, guys, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because I'm not able to move my screen. Something happened to my screen. So we understood what is data set. Just give me some time. Yeah. So we also understood, what are the different types of, what is the day-to-day activities of data analyst. I'm not able to move my screen, guys. I'm very sorry. Something happened to my system. Yeah, getting 1 minute. Let me stop my sharing screen. Again, I'll share my screen, guys. Suddenly something happened. Yeah. You're able to see my screen, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. But I'm not able to move my 1 minute. Battery is very good, no problem. Let me share this screen only. Why it is like this? Okay, fine. So some problem with my system. It has been struck. I am using Microsoft Surface Pro, but I don't know what is the issue. Fine, guys. So no problem. So today we have studied about so what is data set. So today we have, I think you are able to see my screen, right? Yeah. Now
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. Everyone is able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So today we studied, so what is data analytics? Then we also studied what is data set, then raw data. Okay. So we also came to know how can we download data sets, right? So what, like Kaggle, okay, what are the different sources we have to download data sets, how to analyze the data sets. Then we also discussed what data analyst will do. Then we discussed data collection. Okay, data collection. Then we also discussed data analytics activities, like data collection, then data cleaning, all these things. Then we also discussed tools for data cleaning. Okay, then we discussed data warehousing. Okay, what is data warehouse, how to extract data, ETL process, then reporting, all these things. Then we discussed data mining. Okay, then we also discussed types of, brief introduction regarding types of data analysis, like prescriptive. There are 4 types of data analytics: descriptive, okay, predictive, prescriptive, and diagnostic. Okay, so these types of data analytics. So in tomorrow's class, your class will be again, your class will be, day after tomorrow, the same timings, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. As I told you, have your dinner and come, guys, because I may extend till half an hour more also. So because I don't want to rush the class, like others, because you know uh, basically we are all entrepreneurs, where we won't depend on the payments here. Okay, so we depend completely, it's my passion to teach for you. Okay, I want to make you as a data analyst. Okay, so now, so that is the reason why, please be prepared for yourself for 1.5 hour, minimum 1 to 1.5 hour. I'll take every classes will be like this, and it will be hands-on also in future. I'll be very, let me suppose if I am very fast, please tell me, I'll go slow. Okay, and I'll give materials for you also. Okay, so what I will do, guys, I'll share this PPT to the concerned person. I think his name is Samir. Okay, so he will be uploading all this PPT, and this session is recorded actually. Okay, hope it is recording. Okay, so yeah, it's being recording. So it will be shared. It is uploaded to the e-learning portal. Okay, so, and so that you can go and go through this recording. Okay, and guys, I request you, whenever come to the next class, come with some notes. Please have it have cultivate a habit of writing some notes with your paper and pen. Okay, so just I'm not asking you to write everything. Okay, so but you should be able to understand some you should be able to write something in your notebook so that it will be very interactive. Okay, so and please stop me if you have any questions at any point of time. I don't hesitate in answering your questions. Okay, you can use the chat window, that's the best option, or you can raise your hands. Okay, so all these things, guys. Okay, so don't worry, guys, I'm there for you. And some students, many students, they're not feeling well today, or they may be in the new year mood. Okay, I don't know. They will be joining for the next class. Okay, so fine, guys. I'll be taking, don't worry, I'll be taking introduction of Mr. Vignesh, Venkat, Abhiram, Harish, then Rajini, all these guys. Okay, don't worry, guys. Okay, so I will be discussing in brief. Even I'll help you how to create your resume in data analytics. Basically how fastly your resume gets shortlisted. In the companies. Basically in Apshala, I'll be handling all this stuff. The people used to come to me to restructure your CVs and all. So don't worry, guys. We will help you. That is the next level of concepts. Even directly, we can refer you some companies where they can hire you on board. Okay. So only that I request you one thing, not to miss any class. See, these sessions are recorded. You can go through the recording also, but it won't be very good interactive. Okay. So if you are very interactive with me, it will be very useful for me also, and I'll be also enjoying the class. Okay. So suppose if you by unknown reasons, if you miss this class also, don't worry, it is recorded. You can go through the recordings always. And in the next class, I will share my details also. I'll share my email ID. I'll share my phone number also. Okay, so you can WhatsApp me. First try to WhatsApp me. Okay, because I'll be in some meetings and I'll be in some projects. Okay, I'll be busy. I'm very busy guy basically. Night after 9 o'clock, I'll be very free. Okay, but you can WhatsApp me, guys. Okay, but I will reply you. Okay, so I'll reply you and I will try to clear your doubts also when I'm free. Okay, so what do you do when you are studying something? Please write a note. What are the doubts you have? You can put into one WhatsApp or page. You can WhatsApp me so that I will prepare the questions, answers for that, and I will mail you. In the next class, I will open it. I will discuss with you before everyone. Okay. So this is how my interaction, guys. So hope you enjoy the session, guys. Let me know your feedback. So did you enjoy the session? Am I fast? Am I slow? So you can use the chat box. How was the session so that I can make myself better? Yeah, even. So how was the session? If you enjoy the session, please type yes, okay, or no, okay, so that yes, yeah, Harish, yes, Vignesh, yes, okay, fine, great, guys. At any point of time, what about Rajini, yeah, what about Harish, Venkatesh, yeah, yeah. So yes, Venkatesh, hi Venkatesh. So how was the session? It was good. Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Fine. So thank you, guys. Don't worry, guys. I'll give a chance for you. I'll give my mobile number itself in future. Okay, where we can interact, uh, and we can talk more. And okay, so I'll help you, guys. Okay, in making you a data scientist. Okay, don't worry. So all the best, guys. Okay, so I think it's 11:48 now. Okay, so it's too late for everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll meet in the next class. So your next class will be on so Thursday, same timings, 10 p.m. Same link. You can use the same link of Zoom. No changes. Okay, so our sales team, they will be reminding you. Okay, so from WhatsApps, they'll be calling you to join the class. Okay, but however, it's your responsibility to join the class. I request you to join the class minimum 5 minutes before, guys. Minimum 5 minutes before, so that today I started my class 10 minutes late. Okay, I'm very sorry for that. So I request you to join the class minimum 5 minutes before, so that the session will be, we can start the time exact time, and we can wind it up very quickly. Okay, fine. Thank you so much, guys. All the best. Okay. So tomorrow, please check your email IDs and your e-learning portal. All these materials and recorded sessions will be shared to you. Fine. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Okay. So please wear a mask. Don't roam here and there because COVID is increasing. Okay. So take care of yourself. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Sir.
Good night.
Bye-bye.